No part of that gain is a chargeable gain if the dwelling house has been the individual's only or main residence throughout the individual's period of ownership, disregarding the final 18 months, which I'll come back to. And if that condition is not met throughout the whole period of ownership, then the relief is apportioned accordingly. Now, if a person has multiple dwellings, then they can nominate a dwelling to be their main residence for the purposes of PPR under Section 222 sub 5. And the relief can also apply to gains accruing to trustees when they dispose of a dwelling house, but only where a beneficiary has occupied the dwelling house at some point during the trustee's period of ownership under the term as their only or main residence under the terms of a settlement. The trustees have to make a claim for the relief in those circumstances, and there has to be a written notification from the beneficiary as well. And there's a similar extension of the relief to cover disposals by personal representatives if any gains accrue during the administration period. So that's an outline of the relief. One recent change to the relief, which took effect from the 6th of April 2014, is that the so-called final period exemption has now been reduced. So where an individual occupies a dwelling house as his only or main residence at some point during his period of ownership, then PPR is always available for the final 18 months of his period of ownership, regardless of whether or not he's actually occupying the property during that time. Now, before the 6th of April 2014, this period was a more generous 36 months, and so that's something to watch out for. But the final period remains 36